Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Sophia Wardell, and today we have a very special guest, children's author and wellness guru, Leslie Wall. Leslie Wall is the founder of Hawala Restorative Wellness, where she seeks to help clients achieve their best health from a holistic perspective, encompassing practices that help to heal the mind, body, and spirit. Thanks for joining us, Leslie.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's great to have you. And today I want to talk about course writing. So, Leslie, how do you typically plan or outline your wellness course, tactically and strategically with, how many slides are there typically and how many words are on each slide and just how is that all organized?
Yeah, I love this. This was something I kind of learned the hard way, but my brain tends to go to the end product and then I work backwards. But this, to me, it really helps to start by keeping the client in mind and always going back to that why, like understand your client and their avatar, understanding their process and their creative process. And then, taking that and breaking it down from there. Like if you can relate it back to that client, then you can really come up with an outline and you can come up with a chapter, chapters. What's a day in the life? What are they struggling with? What's their pain point? And you really, for me, I like to get to the point. I like punchy stuff. I don't have a lot of time. So I keep my courses very, to the point, 15 to 20 minutes. I want my slides to be 15 to 20 minutes. I want a more extended Q&A so that we can really laser in on individual needs. And I think typically my courses are 10 to 12 chapters, and it really just breaks everything down, like what are they struggling with? We want to get transformation and we want to get them moving past their fear or whatever the pain point is that they're dealing with. And we want to get them moving, right? We need to move past that fear, past that resistance as quickly as possible, because once they start getting momentum, that's when the magic happens, when they start moving past that fear.
Interesting. And if I was creating a course and writing it up, how much wording would you recommend that would actually be on the slides?
I really say keep it short, keep it punchy, understand. People know when you know what you're talking about. They like when you have bullet points, something visual. We are visual thinkers. So have a picture on there and then have bullet points and really understand what it is you're trying to say, because they can sniff out an imposter. They can tell when you're reading, so it's just, I think for me, just go with the flow and be really authentic, because if I can tell that somebody's reading a bunch of stuff off of a slide, I'm not interested anymore.
And how do you decide which topics to cover in your wellness courses? And what is your process for creating the content for each section?
I'm really trying to target where I was 3 years ago, what I was personally struggling with, and how I came through that transformation. So my initial course writing actually was addressing that person. And I was building the course from what she needed, right? And then as clients started coming to me, it started kind of general, and then I'm kind of building more niched down now, because I have clients telling me what they want more of or where they're struggling. And that's when you really the first stuff that you put out in a course is going to be a little bit messy. You want to think like, progress over perfection. It's a living fluid entity. It can change. You can change. You're going to start realizing that like everything that you create, as long as you're keeping your client in mind, the course will have its own life and you can build from there. And your clients are really the ones that are feeding that content.
And in terms of just the educational aspect of the courses, what practical exercises do you provide your readers and clients along with the reading? Because I know that, it's great to have a course where you read helpful information, but also they want to be interactive and they want to stay interested in that way with hands-on experience.
Yeah, I love this question. I think that, and this has really evolved. Initially it was like, I'm a nurse. I use the nursing process to assess my clients and plan and come up with the actionable things and exercises to do with them. But I think initially I was building these courses out for like self-paced, right? And then I started realizing like how much help clients needed. So I started doing workshops. And when I started doing these group workshops, that's really where the magic and the shift started to happen. Like,
Mm,
because people, it's not a competitive thing, but it is like this underlying current of like, oh, my friend in the community is making this happen. She just started her blog and she's getting subscriptions, or she just started this course writing and she's getting, feedback. And I think when you start seeing that momentum through the exercises and through that coursework, that's really when you start seeing the magic of this. So
right.
yeah, it's been really beautiful to watch, and it's gone. I do have self-paced content, but I really think that the magic is in the rooms, in these conversations. If I can get somebody on the phone, I am 80% more likely to make a shift and, help them make a shift in their life.
How can a course writer keep their information professional yet stimulating for the reader?
Yeah, this is I've learned this the hard way too. I get super passionate and I tend to want to put a lot of stuff in there. Keep your point clear, be concise with it. I found that being punchy is really kind of getting these younger generations. People are so busy. They're TikTok generation. They want to read it, they want to see it, they want to move on.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Short, punchy, not a lot of fluff, just
Yeah.
here's the information, take it. Now let's exercise it, let's connect. And you don't need to say it in 10 different ways.
Yeah, I think too much. And another thing is I am a nurse and I do have that like science and that math background. And I can give you the statistics, I can give you all of that all day long, and you can read it, right, all day long. But is that really going to make you want to shift? Like that just gives
Mm.
more validity to what I'm saying. But like, you can keep that and kind of tweak it in the environments. If you're in a corporate event and they want more statistics and they want more science-backed things, um, yeah, just I find that it's simplicity and really being passionate about what you're presenting, connecting with the material and connecting with the exercises and the people in the room is really the secret sauce.
I love it. And with a little more bluntness, get to the point
Mhm.
is what courses should do a
Yep,
lot of times. Well, Leslie, thank you so much. That was fantastic information on course writing.
you're so welcome. I'm so grateful to be here.
We're so grateful to have you. And lastly, I want to know where our listeners can find and connect with you.
Yeah, we have several different ways. First one being the website, Hoala, the Hoala Collective. I'm on LinkedIn as Leslie Wall. I'm on Instagram and Facebook as Hoala Restorative Wellness.
That's all the time we have for today. Thank you, everyone, for tuning into today's interview with children's author and wellness guru, Leslie Ann Wall. Be sure to check out our website for more videos. Wishing you all a fulfilling and successful writing journey.